lie to yourself. You're an atheist. You don't believe in freedom, probably. You're probably socialistic, so that means you don't really, you're not free.
Wait, first he has to go off on a political tangent, because he's frickin' ADD or something. Not to offend those who have ADD, it's just...
Thank you at all. Because you believe they're facing slavery.
No. Socialism is you work. You give the government your money. When you need something, the government gives you what you frickin' need. Everyone's happy. Well, you don't give the government all your money, you keep some of your money so you can buy crap you don't need. It's actually a very nice system. It's why the Swiss, or no, Swedish, frickin' country in Europe with all the blonde people, because I don't know geography very well, they give us money, lots of money, because they're doing a lot better than us financially. Guess what? They're frickin' socialists. They have a better healthcare system than us. Get over it.
And I want to ask you a question. Since you're so intelligent and go by substance, why don't you tell everybody on YouTube?
Also, notice how he, like, tries to use "you're smart" as a put down.
How the chicken came about. Yeah, the chicken, I know it. But the chicken is simple. It's a simple animal, a chicken. Because a chicken comes from an egg. The egg can only survive by being looked after by the adult chicken.
Boom, chicken or the egg. Chicken or the egg. Oh. Ow. I'm pretty sure right now someone out there just died from their brain going, screw it, I'm leaving. And it just jumped out the side of their head with a briefcase and fled to somewhere where it won't be forced to watch this guy. Frickin' chicken and the egg.
Makes sense. So how does a chicken come about through evolution over millions of years? Why would a chicken come as an egg?
Because, Captain Retard, individuals do not evolve. Living things are not Pokemons. Entire groups evolve. Over time, through small changes. And before you have chickens, you have to have birds, because chickens are birds, but more general birds came first. You know, birds that could frickin' fly. And, yes. Birds, anyways.
Evolution over millions of years, as you guys believe, come about. Why would it come out as an egg?
It didn't. It came about as a chicken.
Why?
And chickens happen to lay eggs.
Why? And how would it survive? Because there would be no way for it to survive. The only way...
Well, whatever laid the egg is going to take care of it. Unless they're like turtles that just bury their eggs and go, screw you, I'm leaving. But birds tend not to act like that.
The way a chicken could survive was if it was created as a chicken. A full-grown chicken. Same for humans, same for any other animal. Because baby animals, cubs, infants, chicks, chicklings, whatever you want to call them, they have to be looked after. You know, if you...
No, they don't. Not all young animals have to be looked after. Sea turtles, they don't need to be looked after. There's a number of insects that the egg hatches inside the mother, then eats its mother, and goes off and becomes an adult. Some animals have everything they need to know pre-programmed in their brain through instincts. We're a little bit more complicated. Most of the crap we have to learn.
Don't feed the baby, they'll die. So they have to be looked at, they have to be protected. They have to be taught.
You were obviously never taught anything in your life. I am surprised that your feet aren't buried in dirt and that they're watering you 3 times a day.
How do they all survive out of thin air with not being taught anything and not being looked after? How?
I don't know. How about you answer that? Because that pretty much frickin' sums up creation.
Impossible. There is no odds. It's impossible, guys.
You're right. Creation is impossible, Nick. Thank you for answering us.
Impossible. There's not even a 1 in a trillion matter. There is no odds. It is impossible for that to happen. It is impossible because you're talking about impossibility after. You say it's it comes by chance. You know, this happened by chance, and this happened, and this happened. Really, this happened by impossibility.
Well, you don't even know what any of those "this happens" are. Probably because you can't keep a thought in your head longer than 10 minutes without having some sort of stroke.
This happened by impossibility. It's impossibility after impossibility after impossibility. First you have to get a chicken, then you have to get another chicken to mate with that chicken that's in the same area of the world.
See, this is way of the master's bull crap.
If a human has another human that's in the same area, that alone is impossible, guys. It's impossible.
Yes, because we know when animals are born, they tend to just run as fast as they can away from where they came from. They just run and run and run, and they end up on another frickin' planet.
Not by millions of years, not by billions. It would take more than trillions of years for this one little organism, this one little animal, to come about out of thin air.
And you're the person who thinks a magic man wished everything into being, who's all-powerful, but yet it somehow took him 6 frickin' days.
This is impossibility. And you're saying that I don't go by substance? You go by stuff that you just pull out of your ass.
Again, we bring you the Mystical Forest brand Sony projector.
That's the truth. And you know it.
Legal reasons, I'm kidding. There's no way Sony would ever put its name on a piece of crap like this.
There's plenty of proof of God. Everything was made perfectly to survive, not over millions of years.
Yes, everything was made perfectly. That's why humans, who have a tendency to eat soft, sweet, mushy foods because we find those tasty, our teeth is covered in enamel, which cannot heal itself once it begins to rot. So we depend on our teeth being worn down by tough foods over time to avoid dying of infections. And yet, we find sweet, tasty, mushy things, which cause teeth to rot, that don't grind our teeth down to be delicious. Great frickin' design. Also, vertebrates and the blind spot in our vision.
If anything, we're de-evolving. There's more mutations now than there was.
You might be de-evolving, Nick. Nick, watching this video has made me pro-abortion. I'm not for pro-choice. I'm for the mandatory extermination of the human race because we no longer deserve to live. We should all be wiped out right now so the next species can come along and take its place.
100 years ago. So if anything, we're de-evolving, not evolving. And you haven't been around long enough to know how the world works. You haven't been around long enough to know what really happened 10,000 years ago.
Pot calling, kettle black. Line 1, please. Line 1.
10,000 years ago. No one knows. But if I put my money on something, I'm going to put it on the most probable thing. That's God. Not something coming out of thin air. My common sense tells me.
Oh, the irony! It makes my brain bleed. Oh.
That's impossible.
I had an irony-induced aneurysm. I am not long for this world, folks. I'm fading so fast. I don't know if I'll get this posted to YouTube.
But you don't go by common sense. You go by ideology. You say you're a free thinker, but you're not. You're boxed in. Anyway, I need to go. I'll see you guys.
Before death must rate 1 star. Ugh.